Good morning. It's the beginning of the third day of my trip from Pontrieux to Lannion. I started on Friday night when I walked about 5 kilometers, 5.5. And today I'm going on. Yesterday I walked too long because I couldn't find a place to stay, to set a tent. There were, these narrow paths, very wet, then wet, very humid meadows next to the river. Then there were two dense forests. Then there were open fields with land destroyed by tractors, and so it's just impossible to set a tent there, even if I decide to, just stay, and that's it. So I walked, and in the end I found a little corner in it's a very little forest between fields, between somebody's property, somebody's forest, and I set a tent almost by the path through this forest. Right, it was cozy. The night was hot, really hot. My sleeping bag is rather warm, and here in Brittany most of the nights are much colder, even in the summer. Even in August I've been very comfortable in the sleeping bag. It's the first night when I'm just hot, and I was opening and closing it because without it totally it's cold, and when you're inside it's hot. Okay. Because I walked longer yesterday, about 27 kilometers, which I hadn't planned, but right. Today's distance is shorter, which is good news, I think. And so I've already booked a blah car home, and although I have a lot of time, I shouldn't relax because I know myself. I can walk as slowly as a snail. So, well, when I look at the map, I see there's nothing difficult. The way shouldn't be difficult, but let's see what the day brings. So, follow me. So, here's my little home this time. Looks like a nice forest. And well, yes it is. But, look at this. This is the path. It forks here. You might not see it very well, but there is a fork. It goes right here. And my tent is standing on the other fork. Further there, the layer of leaves is too thick, and well, it wasn't comfortable, and there's some vegetation which I didn't want to cut. Well, it wasn't comfortable, so I chose to set the tent here. And look, there's a field, and here, right after this little border, there's kind of a river, something humid, and then somebody's meadows. So, although it's nice and cozy, it's a very, very narrow stripe of a forest which hosted me last night, and I'm thankful for it. At last I found it. Oh, you can't imagine. It's a rare case when I can't find a place. So, while having my coffee, I want to tell you a little bit about my boots. So, I choose this kind of boots, and then totally satisfied. I'll explain why. You can see, well, in this case they're made in Italy, and that's, what is it, fit well. I'm not sure it must be fit well exactly, but I'm satisfied, and I think that next time I'll buy them again. There are 4 seasons. This means that in the summer you wear a thinner sock, in the winter you wear woolen socks, and so that's how you regulate the temperature. Okay, how to hold them so that I can show you. You see that there is rubber along the sole, and it covers the lower part of the boot, which I find almost absolutely necessary here in Brittany again. It's Brittany. This means that it's wet, you see? Most of the ways here are humid. Most, no, it's wrong to say most, but many ways here are very humid. Even in the summer, and even in July and August, you will find heavily mudded paths and ways, especially through forests. So when you're going through a forest, or this narrow, I've shown you many times this narrow paths through forest. This one is big because it's it's not just the way there's the forest as well. I showed you, but sometimes there's just the way, and such a border on the one side of it, and the border on the other side of it, and they are usually like there's some kind of inclination and like slope, and very often water flows down it, and so they are muddy. And this may happen any moment, and you will go through sometimes meadows, and then you, like in one of the previous videos, you might have seen how I got blocked in the way just because it was flooded. It was flooded, and I had to climb. I had to climb to a field through, blackberries and all that. And so, cheers. So it's important to have good boots, and I walk in them in all seasons here because of this. And if you get boots which don't have this protection, well, you might be all right, but once again, I find it very good. I find it very safe here, and during the rain too. Like if it rains here, well, sometimes there are little rains, but sometimes it rains so heavily that without these boots, I don't know how I would walk, really. So something about this tool, it's a tool, walking. Well, I tell you all the stories about how I do things, like boots, bags, different stuff, and then I think like, okay, what am I gonna do when I've told you everything, when I've told you all the tricks? I just think that my videos are going to be shorter. And so here's the question. In comments, please tell me if you prefer the videos to be shorter or longer. Because I've heard different opinions, and well, please tell me, and then I'll know. Now I'm just going with the flow, experimenting. I'd like to know your opinion. Ready to go. This is where my tent was set.
and you can't see it very well because it's already getting dry, everything around, but there was some humidity at night. The place where my tent was is drier than everything around. So this is like the view, the photo, which I usually take before I leave, like to remember the place, you know, just like that. Okay, then putting it on, and off we go. Look, that's the field which was right behind me. I'm leaving my cozy little forest, and so I haven't seen a soul. Although I've seen a deer, this beautiful brownish red color, you know, like jumping through high grass, and I've seen a hare, which of course disappeared very quickly once he saw me. And I've heard it's Sunday, but anyway, some agricultural machines came somewhere in that direction. Can you hear it? Yeah, okay, so, and it started to work, and the rest of the time I was totally peaceful and quiet. I see that the way it takes me around this field, actually. Well, okay, 17 kilometers ahead. I hope I'll cover them quickly and easily. Just a few more words about boots. When you buy boots, it's important to buy them one size bigger. If you don't, while you walk, you'll simply ruin your toes. And I've seen that. I've seen people with bruises on their toes, and I've made them myself too. Then some people even choose one size and a half bigger, because when you put on a thick sock, well, there isn't any space anymore. And so how to check? Well, I don't know, through practice and the way your feet walk, or the way your feet function. I don't know how to put it. So self-observation and then conclusions. And the insect is attacking. Okay, I didn't used to know it, but a couple of years ago, when I was walking in the Alps, in our group there was a guy who was wearing, in the summer, in August, who was wearing very thick woolen socks. And he said that this was the technique to avoid blisters. Since then, I've been wearing not woolen, but special woolen or special hiking socks. Okay, I'll probably show you later, but they are designed for such hikes, long walk, and really I haven't seen any blisters since then. I haven't had any. I've gone into this narrow path. Here it is. So I've only got blisters once. It was last year when I was walking, like when I walked 9 days from near Dinant to Vannes, and this happened on a wet day. The day was so wet, the rain was so heavy that I was all wet, soaked to the bone. And so no surprise, I got some unpredictable effect, for example, those blisters. The rest of the time, however long I walk, because the socks are so soft, well, I'm protected. So take it into account. It might help you as an idea. And don't forget, one size bigger. Some choose 1.5. I choose one size bigger, like that. You see? That's what I mean. The whole way is like that. And this is dry. And this is June. It's the end of June. And so it hasn't rained for at least 2 days. Well, for 2 days, I understand. And right after the rain, or during the rain, you can imagine. So if you don't have the right protection, look, my feet are already wet. If you don't have the right protection, well, good luck. I'm not telling you that to scare you or something, but to tell you that you must be prepared. It's Brittany, baby. Hello, church. Are you open? Let's see. Church number 13. Well, that's the one for me. Have I told you that I was born on Friday the 13th? Nope, closed. Look how ancient it is. Oh well. And the cemetery right next to it. Well, all right. No means no. Where is the way out? Yeah, okay. Well, isn't she beautiful? Church number 13. I think she is. It's so funny. I've just asked the local man. I've just asked him the way. I showed him the map. I gave him the names. I showed him the names. He didn't recognize any. Can you imagine? Some of the names here are so complicated and he couldn't pronounce them. Okay. Yeah, I think that probably when you live here, you identify places by people. Like, not by the name of the place, but who lives there. I have no other explanation to this effect. I don't know. Oh well. Well, it's actually alive, you know. It's just been moving. Is it wounded? Hey. Okay. Perhaps I was too rude with my boot. It's beautiful. I wonder if it's dangerous or not. I haven't seen any little snakes here, you know. I've walked through the grass and everything, and I haven't seen any. Perhaps I've been lucky. But who knows? Maybe it's poisonous. Or venomous. What do you say about snakes? Poisonous or venomous? I think venomous. Yeah, I've just checked it. Snakes are venomous. Google Translate gives poisonous, but then I researched it and it's venomous. And then I read an article which says that yes, the phrase poisonous snakes has been widely drilled, like recently for different reasons, but they are actually venomous. Why I decided to continue with this? Look at my boots. Well, of course, my ankles are open, and well, usually I put the pants down, but now it's too hot and humid. Today is very hot and humid. But this rubber protection, again, you see, against snakes too. At least some. At least the smallest ones. Haha. You see, the day is bright. Well, a bit cloudy though, which is very comfortable for walk. And I'm going to enter into the night. Ooh. No, the phone catches too much light. It's even darker here, you know. Usually it's vice versa. All right. Beautiful though. I love such paths. There are numerous paths like that here. Yeah, like this. It's normal. I'm lucky there's a dry side here. It's not always so, and you have to walk right through this. like here. Oh, no, well, it's not so bad. It's often worse. Oh yeah, yeah. So, right boot. You need to choose right boots for that. I'll turn it off because I need to look where I'm going very carefully. Oh wow, some more fun ahead. Well, church number 13 was in Lannion, and this one is Quenec Lannion, if I'm pronouncing it right. Here, it's always a trick. It's always tricky. Okay, if I manage to enter it, I'll show you a bit. They say that it's a very ancient cross. It's special for something, but I don't remember what. As usual, town hall, la mairie next to the church, and the streets are empty. It's Sunday, you know. Everything is just dead here. Nope, closed. But I found a toilet, a public toilet, and look, I was hoping to refill my sources of water, and there's no sink. Why would anyone do that, I wonder? They just turned it off. Like, I mean, they cut it off completely. Why? Okay. I'll just knock on somebody's door. I understand the bars are closed. The church is beautiful. Big and beautiful. Don't have access to it probably because it's Sunday. And the place is generally not friendly. No. Going away from here. Now we need to find a way. Where's my way? Alright. Today I walk mostly along asphalt roads and through villages, but sometimes there are such cozy corners like here. And there is a house. Somebody lives here, can you imagine? A garden. The river. And that's the way I'm following. Look at these horses. They're saying hello. Say hello again. Hi. Say hello. Say hello. No? Not again? You're beautiful. Oh, poor you. The flies are torturing you. Well, give me your voice. Give me your voice. No, not anymore. It was beautiful. Sing again. Yeah, nodding. Hello. Are you bored here? And there's some communication. Say hello. No? Beautiful. Beautiful. What? Walking in circles? All right. Okay. Bye-bye, horses. I hope you won't sin again right after I turn it off. Okay. Bye-bye. Of course they did. They said goodbye. They said goodbye and... what a disappointment. I wanted to film it. Okay. Say again. Guys? No? I'm leaving. Say goodbye. Bye-bye. No. No, it didn't work. It worked first time, but not the second. Alright. While I'm walking, I have a lot of time to think about different things, and I've been thinking about my manner of walking alone, on my own. I've been doing that for a long time, but not hiking. Well, I'm lying actually. I walked most of Camino de Santiago alone. Oh, I'm lying again. Oh, I walked half of the first Camino alone, and then I met a guy. And so actually, in fact, I've been thinking about this exactly guy. And so this guy, sorry, I needed to find my way, I think this one. Okay, yeah. And this guy, he's actually French, and once I was walking with him here, and we stayed next to a beautiful Chateau de la Hunaudet, La Hunaudet Castle, and there was a story. We woke up, and I didn't have any picture in mind, like how that would happen, like how morning would go. And I woke up and I started doing different stuff, you know, this and that, packing my things slowly, like blah blah blah. And he did. And then he started being angry, and I first couldn't understand why. And then it appeared that in his imagination we were supposed to leave much earlier. Well, early. And oh my god. Can you see those cows? I know that I can't make it. Okay, I'll show you them later. So, in his imagination, we were supposed to leave at about 9, and I didn't know about it. So he imagined, and he didn't tell me about it. And there was an unfortunate, you know, there wasn't really a row or something, but well, I'm still sad about it, because we both wanted this time to be good, and it actually was, but there were such moments when, well, like this era, when he had this in mind and didn't tell me. And this makes such walking with a companion difficult. And I don't mind, and I remember other times when I totally enjoyed walking with someone, but very often, or not very often, but at times it's like this. But when you're alone, there's nothing. You plan your time, you're responsible for your actions, and that's it. So, like for now, I keep walking alone. Perhaps I'll just find someone comfortable. I don't mind, and I don't mind experimenting actually, so there's always a chance. I stopped here to show you the view, and these cows, look. This looks a bit like Alpine view, though it's not the Alps, it's Brittany. Look, what is it? A kind of device. It reminds a bicycle a bit, but only a little bit. In the middle of this path. Well, what I'm doing looks very wrong. And it was said there, access forbidden. And the path has long disappeared, or almost so, but I don't know any other way to get to where I need. I really don't know, and I don't know what to do now. Perhaps I'm making a big mistake, but I'm going to try and do this. And losing time, of course. Okay, well, I'll keep trying. Tell you later. So, this is what I discovered. The way which I originally took was wrong. The right one is here. It's there. And you see that it's blocked now. So, even if I'd gone there, I'm not sure I'd have passed. But maybe yes, I don't know. I'd have found a way, I think. Next. Here, there is another sign, the same as there where I was blocked, where there is no path. And I've gone here, it's like about a kilometer, to get here to this new path. And I've just seen a woman who went out of there, and she said that it's okay and I can go to Lannion. This will be very funny if the way is really blocked and I can't, and I'll have to go around who knows where and how. Well, I really hope I can, because I don't have time anymore, you see. It's 6 kilometers and I have 2 hours left before I meet my blah car. And it's like enough time, but if something happens, then it's not enough time anymore. Well, wish me good luck. Huh? Can't hear you. Okay, walking, I met another man who said it was okay. And this is where I was supposed to come out if I'd followed the way which was in the end was blocked. And it's still on Google Maps. It's still, like, you know, they show quite a big road. Okay, well, I've lost some time, but according to these people, locals, and the ones who have just walked this way, they say that yeah, I can go to Lannion here. Okay. Whew. March. Left, right. Yoo. Not too much energy in my yoo. So that's how you walk it. It's the last finishing line before Lannion. Along the river, I found it. Oh, I almost gave up. But then I found it, and so people have long walks here because the length is several kilometers and there is no escape. It's impossible to turn anyway. And so people enter this path and then they have to continue right to the end. And me too. Later there's a forest, and well, let's follow the river. I can't see the river from here, but sometimes it appears somewhere in the distance. That's it. Almost there. The bridge. I found the bridge. I need to cross it. Here is the river, which I was following. Okay, and I'm going to follow it again. And then I'm going to cross it again. Okay. That's the river which flows through Lannion. I'm there actually. I'm in the city. I'm in the city. Look. That's the way I need to take. Right along the river. Look. There's some kind of recreation zone. There's a fence. There are many houses like this. I don't know how many, maybe 10, 15. Imagine renting such a little house for the weekend or for a week or two. I wonder if there are any facilities inside, like the shower or something, the toilet. If yes, I'm ready to stay here. And there are simpler ones, just probably cheaper. just like tents. And there's the facility building, like showers, toilets, I understand. I still hope that those little houses, wooden houses, have showers in them, not to go here to use it. Them showers. Okay. Didn't make it without the break. I'll just need to cross that bridge, and that's about 5 minutes to the first church, and then about 15 or maybe 12 minutes to the next one. Number 1, Lannion, l'église Saint-Jean du Bali. It's hard. Saint-Jean du Bali, and it's open. I saw it. Can't show them. No. Can't change the focus so that I can show them to you. Sorry. They're beautiful. No stars. And the second one is there. Climb up, go down. It's beautiful, of course, but I'm dead tired and I'm not sure I have too much time. Now I'm in a hurry. Okay. Okay, those are the stairs to climb. Okay, let's do it. Starting. I won't film it all. It's too long. But okay, not easy with a big backpack, you know. No, not there yet, but it's a good stop, and I'm afraid that the view from above will be at least different. Just a little more. Come with me. Opa. And they're big. Yeah, they are, you know, ancient style. Oh no, there are more. I've done it. Hello. Will you invite me in? The cemetery. And yeah, I was right. The view is at least different. Look. Amazing. Amazing. Well, that's a promising start. Yeah. It's so cold here. Hear my breathing. That's the payment for a visit. Okay. Hello, I've done it. I've arrived. Basically, that's the end of my day. Look, some of the saints. This one is very often confused with Saint Jacques, with Santiago, but it's not him because he has a dog. I'll show you now. And this one, look, he has a shell. This one is Santiago, Saint Jacques. And that one, I always forget. Where is he? I always forget. We asked and then I forgot. Out of this church, and my way this time is done. From Pontrieux to Lannion in 3 days, 49 kilometers according to the map, and I'm sure it's longer in reality. Done. And that's what a person who's just done it looks like. Like me? Okay, see you next time.